Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and today we are returning to a project that I filmed fairly recently, and that was getting a vintage Action Man talking again. Now you can see here I have two different versions of the talking Action Man. On the left we have the blue pants era of Action Man, and the talking mechanism in this one is a record player, and on the right we have an earlier version which uses the tape mechanism, and this was the one that I'd struggled with to get working, but in the last video I did finally manage to get one that actually plays all of the sounds that he is supposed to, but it was a bit random as to which phrase he would say, and a few people have got in touch with me to say that actually there should be some marks on the string, and if you pull the string out to those marks it then indicates which phrase he is going to say. So we are going to try and get that working fully today. The blue pants era one with the record, he is always totally random, but this one we should be able to make it that you will play a specific track each time we sort of pull the string to a different length. So we need to take this guy apart again, work out where to put those marks, and we can see if we can actually get that sort of fully working. So thanks to everyone who got in touch. It was something that I missed on the last video, so it's always interesting to find out new things about a toy, and I think we can easily get him fixed up. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so here is the Action Man that I fixed in the previous video, and if I pull the string out you will hear him talk, but as I mentioned it's sort of random at the moment as to which phrase he says. In fact, as you can hear, it's totally random, and sometimes it doesn't play tracks at all, so it's still not 100% working. And I think we can possibly get it working a bit better, but we need to take him apart again. So I'll just remove all of his clothes. There are a couple of screws on the back, and we then get access to the mechanism again. Hopefully we'll be able to sort of put the markings on the string and see if we can get him to play the sort of phrases as he should. But yeah, this is a far more awkward doll to fix than the later version. I actually prefer the later versions with the record player, because that just is a very easy mechanism to fix. This one always seems to be a bit flaky, so let's take him apart and see what we can do. So we've now got Action Man apart, and you can see the mechanism again. This is what I fixed up last time. Basically you pull this string and it pulls the string off this pulley here, which pulls the tape all the way through. You can see the tape actually will wind onto this spool here once I start pulling it. There is a needle on the front right next to the diaphragm, which is how you manage to hear the sound. And when you get to the end of this tape, if I pull it all the way out, you can see we've got some thicker stripes. These are the lead tracks that pull it into the different bits of speech, and I think there are 5 or 6 of those. You can see they're quite deep grooves, so they're fairly obvious as to which is which, and there's only about 1 centimetre between each. So what we've got to do is mark on this string about 1 centimetre sort of across each one, and that will indicate which sound we are going to hear. And I can see that I need to mark it about 1 centimetre away from the edge of the body, and that should do it. But I'm going to have to do this with the mechanism outside the body, so I'm just going to sort of have to guess really where the marks need to be, and as I say they are going to be fairly close together, but I think it should just give us some sort of indication of where the tracks start, and hopefully it will make it easier to get him to say the different lines. So if I take this mechanism out, I can't take it fully out because we've obviously got the little tag on the front of it here, but you can see that's the needle. And when I pull this out, we need to sort of make a mark every time it's near one of the tracks. So I'm going to pull this all the way out to the end and then hold it. So I will then go along until I see the start of one of the tracks, which is going to be about there. And I then need to put a mark on this string. So I've got a black marker pen here, and I'm going to just mark about there. So that will be the first one. And then if I let that go through, is that right? So that would be the first one, and then the second one's going to be about there. See, they really are close together. It's going to be quite hard to actually sort of trigger these separately. And we'll let that go in again. Yeah, and so the next one is going to be about there, I think. And again, yeah, this is really awkward. But these should just give us a sort of indication of where each one starts. And there's another one there. And another one there. So it's quite a few different tracks. And another one there. God, there's more than you would imagine. And that's possibly the last one. No, there's still more. Goodness. Way more than I thought. So it really is a sort of little checkerboard now of marks. Is that the last one? Yeah, I think that's the last one. So there you go. You can see we've got a whole load of dots on this string right near the top of it. And hopefully that should give us a bit more sort of guide as to where these sounds start. So let's put him back together again. And we'll see if we can actually make him say at least a few more of these phrases rather than just the one or two that we're getting currently. So he's now back together and we can give this a test. So as I pull this string out, we should see some little black marks, and each one of those is sort of roughly indicating where one of the new tracks will start. And if we pull it out a few different times, we should get different tracks each time if we get it lined up properly. So let's give this a go. So there you go, as you can see, it is now working a whole lot better. Those indicators, although not perfect, they do give you a better idea of where each track starts. And every time I'm pulling it out, I'm getting a different track and a different bit of speech from Action Man. So that is a great improvement. So thanks to everyone who suggested that that was the bit that I'd missed on here. And it certainly was. This really does make a big difference. So let's get him all dressed up again, and I think we'll class that as now a fully fixed talking vintage Action Man.
Toy-polloi.
So there we go, that is it for this project. It was a really pretty simple thing to add on, but it really does make a big difference because you can now pretty much select which track you want him to say, and something that I'd completely missed when I'd first taken these figures apart, most likely because I didn't really have any of the original strings and they were all pretty battered and worn, so I think I just missed it. So thanks to everyone who got in touch to say that was what was needed on this figure. It really was, and he is now fully working. So if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a patron of the channel. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.